Ladies and gentlemen, there is a silent epidemic sweeping through our society today. It is not a disease of the body, but one that afflicts the soul, a condition of isolation, where many walk this journey of life alone, without a single friend. And I ask you, how can a human truly thrive when they were never designed to live in isolation? Humans are inherently designed for relationships. From the moment of our creation, it is evident that we were made to connect, communicate, and collaborate. This design is woven into the very fabric of our being, shaping how we think, feel, and interact. Every person, no matter how independent they may seem, carries within them a deep, innate need for connection. This is not a weakness, it is a divine imprint, a reflection of the Creator's intent for humanity. When we look at the earliest moments of human existence, the truth of this design becomes clear. The Creator, after shaping the first man, declared that it was not good for man to be alone. This statement reveals a profound principle. Isolation contradicts the purpose of human life. We were never intended to live in solitary confinement, navigating the complexities of life on our own. Even in a perfect world where there was no pain, no struggle, and no adversity, the need for companionship was evident. This truth remains unchanged today. Relationships serve as the environment in which we grow, develop, and thrive. Much like a seed needs soil, sunlight, and water to reach its potential, a human being needs the nurturing presence of others to fully flourish. Isolation stunts our growth. It deprives us of the richness that comes from shared experiences, the sharpening that comes from different perspectives, and the encouragement that comes from a helping hand. Without relationships, our lives become narrower, our vision limited, and our potential unrealized. Every aspect of human life confirms our relational design. Consider the structure of families, communities, and societies. Each of these is built on the foundation of relationships. Families provide the first environment where we experience love, trust, and belonging. Communities offer support, understanding, and collaboration. Societies thrive when relationships between individuals are healthy and cooperative. When these relational structures break down, the consequences are profound loneliness, disconnection, and ultimately societal dysfunction. Even our emotions reveal this relational blueprint. Joy, sorrow, anger, love, these emotions are most fully expressed and understood in the context of relationships. What is joy without someone to share it with? What is love without someone to direct it toward? Emotions gain their depth and significance through the connections we have with others. Relationships give meaning to our lives, transforming mere existence into a shared journey of experiences. But relationships are not just about emotional fulfillment, they are central to our purpose. Each person is born with unique gifts, talents, and abilities. These are not meant to be hidden or hoarded, but to be shared and multiplied through relationships. It is in the context of connecting with others that we discover our purpose and contribute to something greater than ourselves. Our individual strengths complement the weaknesses of others, creating a powerful synergy that enables us to accomplish far more together than we ever could alone. However, relationships also require intentionality. They do not happen automatically. Like any valuable endeavor, they require effort, sacrifice, and commitment. Healthy relationships are built on trust, communication, and mutual respect. They are not about perfection, but about perseverance, learning to navigate differences, and choosing to prioritize connection even when it is difficult. In a world that often celebrates independence and self-sufficiency, the design for relationships reminds us of a higher truth: we are stronger together. Independence, while valuable, is not the ultimate goal. It is interdependence, where individuals come together, bringing their unique strengths and abilities to create a greater whole that truly reflects our relational design. This design also points us to something beyond human connection. The longing for relationships, the joy of being understood, and the fulfillment of deep connection are all echoes of a higher relationship, a relationship with the Creator Himself. He designed us not just for relationships with one another, but for a relationship with Him, the ultimate source of love, wisdom, and guidance. When we embrace this divine design, we not only enrich our lives, but also align ourselves with the purpose for which we were created. In every interaction, every shared moment, and every relationship, we see a glimpse of this design. It is not accidental but intentional, reminding us that we were created to walk this journey of life together, not alone. The beauty of this design is that it is accessible to everyone, inviting each of us to embrace the connections we were made for and to fulfill the purpose that comes through them. Friends play an indispensable role in the fulfillment of our life's purpose. Each person is born with a unique purpose, a calling that is distinct and personal. Yet this purpose is never meant to be achieved in isolation. Friends are the people who walk alongside us, bringing encouragement, strength, and perspective that we cannot find within ourselves. They are the mirrors that reflect our potential, the voices that affirm our value, and the hands that lift us when we falter. Life is a journey filled with challenges, opportunities, and moments of uncertainty. It is during these times that the role of friends becomes most evident. They are the ones who see the greatness within us, often before we can see it ourselves. When life feels overwhelming and doubt clouds our vision, a true friend steps in to remind us of who we are and what we are capable of achieving. They breathe the life into dreams that may have begun to fade and reignite passions that adversity tried to extinguish. Friends are also a source of wisdom and perspective. No one person can navigate life alone, for our own understanding is limited by our experiences. Friends bring diverse viewpoints that help us see situations more clearly. They challenge us to think beyond our immediate circumstances and encourage us to make decisions that align with our purpose. Their advice, even when it is uncomfortable, is a gift that steers us away from pitfalls and toward paths that lead to growth. Moreover, friends are co-laborers in the pursuit of purpose. Life's greatest achievements are rarely the result of solitary effort. Collaboration magnifies impact, and friends are the partners who share the load, contribute their strengths, and ensure the vision is realized. In moments of weariness, they provide the motivation to press on. In times of success, they are the ones who celebrate without envy, knowing that your victory is also a shared triumph. A true friend does more than walk with you, they help shape you. They are not afraid to speak the truth, even when it is difficult. They hold you accountable to your values and your vision, ensuring you do not settle for mediocrity when greatness is within reach. This accountability is not about criticism, but about calling out the best in you. It is a commitment to your growth, even when it requires them to challenge you. The role of friends also extends to providing emotional and spiritual support. Life's journey is not only about accomplishments, but also about the process of becoming. Friends walk with you through the valleys as well as the mountaintops, offering a listening ear and a comforting presence. They are the ones who remind you that you are not alone, even in your darkest moments. Their presence brings hope, their words bring peace, and their faith in you strengthens your resolve. Friends also serve as a reflection of our values and priorities. The company we keep often reveals the direction we are headed. Surrounding yourself with friends who align with your purpose is essential. They inspire you to aim higher, dream bigger, and live more intentionally. On the other hand, the wrong friendships can derail your progress, distracting you from the path you are meant to walk. Choosing friends wisely is not about exclusivity, but about stewardship, ensuring that the relationships you invest in lead you closer to your purpose rather than away from it. Even in the area of personal growth, friends play a vital role. They see the blind spots we cannot see, gently pointing out areas where we need to grow. Their insights help us refine our character and develop qualities that are essential for fulfilling our purpose. Their love and patience remind us that growth is a journey, and their belief in us provides the encouragement needed to keep going. Ultimately, the role of friends in life's purpose is to walk alongside us as we become the people we were created to be. They are not just companions, but builders of destiny. Their presence in our lives is a divine gift, a reminder that we were never meant to achieve our purpose alone. Through their love, encouragement, and support, friends empower us to rise higher, press harder, and accomplish more than we ever thought possible. In their friendship, we find strength for the journey and a deeper understanding of the beauty of purpose fulfilled together. Isolation is one of the most underestimated dangers a person can face in life. At first, it may seem harmless, even comforting, to withdraw from others. The noise of the world fades, and solitude offers a sense of control. But over time, isolation becomes a breeding ground for struggles that are often invisible yet profoundly destructive. It is not merely the absence of company, it is the absence of connection, and that absence can undermine the very foundation of a person's well-being. When a person is isolated, they lose the vital exchange of encouragement and affirmation that relationships provide. Humans are relational beings, and we thrive on interaction. In isolation, doubt can become louder, unchecked by the affirming voices of friends or loved ones. Questions about one's worth or purpose can spiral into destructive thoughts, as there is no one present to counteract them with truth and encouragement. This absence of affirmation creates a void that leaves the soul vulnerable to feelings of inadequacy and despair. Isolation also magnifies life's challenges. In the company of others, burdens are shared and difficulties feel lighter. But in isolation, every problem feels heavier, more insurmountable. Without the perspective of others, challenges grow in size and intensity, feeding a sense of hopelessness. Where friends might offer solutions or simply the comfort of their presence, isolation leaves an individual to face their struggles alone, often without the tools or clarity needed to overcome them. One of the most profound dangers of isolation is its impact on mental and emotional health. The absence of social connection has been linked to anxiety, depression, and a decline in overall well-being. Humans are designed to share life, to laugh together, to grieve together, to dream together. When these moments are experienced in solitude, they lose their full impact. Joy feels muted without someone to share it with, and sorrow becomes heavier without a comforting shoulder. Over time, isolation can erode a person's ability to experience the richness of life. Isolation also creates a false sense of independence. It whispers the lie that one doesn't need anyone else, that self-sufficiency is the highest form of strength. But true strength is not found in independence, it is found in interdependence. Isolation cuts a person off from the wisdom, guidance, and support that others provide. It is in the sharing of ideas and experiences that we grow, learn, and become better versions of ourselves. Without this exchange, growth stagnates and opportunities for learning are missed. Spiritually, isolation can be even more dangerous. It creates a space where doubts about one's faith or purpose can grow unchecked. In community, there is accountability, encouragement, and the collective pursuit of truth. Alone, a person can easily become consumed by fears, guilt, or misunderstandings that others could help dispel. Faith thrives in fellowship, where individuals are reminded of higher truths and strengthened by the presence of like-minded companions. Isolation, on the other hand, can leave one vulnerable to confusion and discouragement. Another danger of isolation lies in its ability to distort reality. Without the input of others, perspectives become narrow and often skewed. Isolation limits exposure to different viewpoints, leading to a sense of certainty that may be unfounded. It is in conversation and collaboration that our ideas are refined and our understanding broadened. Without these interactions, isolation can lead to a hardened mindset that resists growth and change. The human need for connection is not just emotional, it is biological. Studies have shown that isolation can negatively impact physical health, increasing the risk of heart disease, weakened immune function, and even early mortality. That connection with others has a profound effect on the body, releasing hormones that reduce stress and promote well-being. Isolation deprives the body of these benefits, leading to a state of chronic stress that can have lasting consequences. Isolation also robs life of its sense of meaning. Much of life's fulfillment comes from shared experiences, celebrating victories, navigating challenges, and simply enjoying the presence of others. These shared moments create memories, build bonds, and remind us of the beauty of life. In isolation, these moments are absent, leaving a void that cannot be filled by material possessions or solitary pursuits. Ultimately, isolation is a thief. It steals joy, distorts reality, and leaves an individual vulnerable to struggles that could be overcome with the support of others. While solitude has its place in moments of reflection and rest, prolonged isolation is a danger that no one can afford to ignore. The absence of connection is not just a lack of company, it is a barrier to the fullness of life and the purpose for which we are designed. It is a path that leads not to strength but to vulnerability, and it must be met with intentional efforts to reconnect and re-engage with the world around us. Healthy friendships are one of the most valuable treasures in life, offering far more than mere companionship. They are essential to our growth, fulfillment, and ability to navigate the complexities of the human journey. A healthy friendship enriches the soul, sharpens the mind, and strengthens the heart. It is a relationship marked by mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to each other's well-being and success. At the core of a healthy friendship is trust, the foundation upon which all meaningful relationships are built. In a world filled with uncertainties and shifting loyalties, a friend you can trust is a source of profound stability. Trust creates a safe space where you can be your true self without fear of judgment. It allows for vulnerability, the freedom to share your joys and struggles, and the confidence that your friend will not only hear you but also stand by you. This kind of security is rare and invaluable, offering a refuge in life's storms. Healthy friendships also provide encouragement and support. Life is filled with challenges, and even the strongest among us face moments of doubt and discouragement. A good friend is someone who reminds you of your strength when you feel weak, who speaks hope into situations where you see none, and who stands with you when the road becomes difficult. They are the voice that says, "You can do it," when everything within you says, "I can't." Their belief in you becomes a source of strength that propels you forward. Moreover, healthy friendships foster personal growth. A true friend is not someone who merely agrees with everything you say or do, but someone who challenges you to be better. They are honest, even when honesty is uncomfortable, because they care about your well-being more than your immediate feelings. They hold up a mirror that reflects not only your strengths, but also areas where you need to grow. This constructive feedback, given with love and wisdom, helps you refine your character and align your actions with your values. Friendships also enrich our lives with shared experiences. Whether it's celebrating a milestone, enjoying a quiet conversation, or facing adversity together, these shared moments create memories that give life depth and meaning. Friends turn ordinary experiences into extraordinary ones simply by being present. They bring laughter into our lives, a reminder that even amidst challenges, there is joy to be found. They are partners in adventure and companions in reflection, making every season of life more vibrant and fulfilling. Healthy friendships also teach us about selflessness and reciprocity. They remind us that relationships are not one-sided but require mutual investment. Being a good friend means being present for others, offering your time, attention, and support when needed. This exchange builds a bond of mutual respect and appreciation, where both individuals feel valued and understood. The act of giving and receiving in friendship creates a dynamic of growth and gratitude that benefits both parties. In addition to emotional support, friendships provide practical benefits. Friends often serve as advisors, offering insights and perspectives that help us make better decisions. They bring their unique experiences and wisdom to the table, enriching our understanding of the world and helping us navigate challenges more effectively. Their perspectives challenge our assumptions, broaden our horizons, and encourage us to think in ways we might not have considered on our own. Healthy friendships also contribute to our sense of belonging. Humans are social creatures, and the need for connection is deeply ingrained in us. A friend who truly knows and accepts you provides a sense of being seen, understood, and valued. This sense of belonging is not just comforting, it is vital to our emotional and mental well-being. Knowing that someone cares for you and is invested in your life creates a profound sense of stability and confidence. Furthermore, friendships serve as a source of accountability. A good friend helps you stay aligned with your values and goals. They remind you of the commitments you've made to yourself and others, encouraging you to remain steadfast in your journey. When you veer off course, they gently but firmly guide you back, not out of criticism, but out of love and a desire to see you succeed. Ultimately, the value of healthy friendships lies in their ability to enrich every aspect of our lives. They provide strength in weakness, clarity in confusion, joy in sorrow, and partnership in purpose. A true friend does not just walk beside you, they help you become the best version of yourself. Their presence is a reminder that life was never meant to be lived in isolation, but in connection, collaboration, and shared experiences. Healthy friendships are not merely relationships, they are lifelines, guiding and supporting us as we journey through life together. Breaking the cycle of loneliness is a journey that requires intention, effort, and a willingness to step beyond the comfort of solitude. Loneliness, while often silent, can be a heavy burden to bear. It isolates the heart, clouds the mind, and creates a void that only genuine connection can fill. Yet, loneliness is not an unchangeable state. It is a condition that can be overcome with purpose and determination. The first step in breaking the cycle of loneliness begins with acknowledging it. Many people, out of pride or fear, are hesitant to admit they feel lonely. They mask their feelings with busyness or distractions, hoping the ache will go away. However, denial only deepens the sense of isolation. Facing loneliness with honesty is a courageous act that opens the door to healing. It allows one to recognize the need for connection and to take deliberate steps toward it. Reaching out is one of the most powerful ways to disrupt loneliness. Human connections do not form by accident, they require effort. It might be as simple as starting a conversation with a colleague, joining a group centered around shared interests, or reconnecting with old friends. These small acts of outreach can be daunting at first, especially for those who have been isolated for a long time. However, they are essential in creating opportunities for meaningful relationships to develop. Building connections also requires vulnerability. Loneliness often stems from a fear of being misunderstood or rejected, which leads people to put up walls. These walls may feel protective, but they also keep others at a distance. To form genuine relationships, one must be willing to let others in, to share thoughts, feelings, and experiences openly. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, it is an act of courage that invites others to connect on a deeper level. It is also important to cultivate patience in the process. Breaking the cycle of loneliness does not happen overnight. Relationships take time to grow and deepen. In the beginning, efforts to connect might feel awkward or even unsuccessful. There may be moments of discouragement when it seems easier to retreat into isolation. However, persistence is key. Every attempt, even those that seem small, is a step toward breaking free from loneliness and building a life of connection. Acts of kindness and service can also play a significant role in breaking the cycle of loneliness. When a person shifts their focus from their own loneliness to helping others, something remarkable happens. Serving others creates a sense of purpose and belonging. It fosters connections with people who share similar values and opens doors to friendships that are grounded in mutual care and respect. Breaking loneliness also involves self-reflection and growth. Sometimes loneliness is not just about the absence of others, but about how one relates to them. Developing qualities such as empathy, patience, and a willingness to listen can transform how relationships are formed and maintained. It's about becoming the kind of friend or companion that others want to be around. When this inner transformation takes place, it naturally attracts healthier and more meaningful connections. In this journey, it is crucial to recognize the role of forgiveness and letting go. Loneliness can sometimes stem from past hurts or broken relationships that have left emotional scars. Carrying these wounds makes it difficult to trust or invest in new relationships. Learning to forgive and release bitterness is not about condoning what happened, it is about freeing oneself from the weight of the past to create space for new connections to flourish. For those who feel overwhelmed by loneliness, seeking professional guidance can also be a valuable step. A counselor or therapist can provide insights into the underlying causes of isolation and offer strategies for rebuilding connections. There is no shame in seeking help. It is a sign of strength and a commitment to personal well-being. Breaking the cycle of loneliness ultimately requires hope and belief in the possibility of change. Loneliness may feel like an insurmountable wall, but it is not a permanent condition. Each small effort, every act of outreach, and every moment of vulnerability chips away at that wall. Over time, what once seemed like an unbreakable barrier becomes a bridge to a life filled with connection, joy, and belonging. The journey is not easy, but the rewards are profound, a life enriched by meaningful relationships and a heart no longer burdened by the ache of isolation. Friendship with God is the ultimate anchor in a world that often feels unstable and unpredictable. In the depths of every human heart lies a longing for connection, for an unshakable bond that transcends the fleeting nature of human relationships. While earthly friendships are beautiful and necessary, they are limited by human frailty. God, however, offers a friendship that is perfect, constant, and eternal, a foundation upon which every other relationship and aspect of life can stand secure. This divine friendship begins with God's initiative. Unlike human relationships where mutual pursuit often determines the bond, God reaches out to humanity first. From the beginning, he has desired connection with us, walking with Adam and Eve in the garden, calling Abraham his friend, and drawing near to Moses to speak face to face to face. His desire for friendship is not based on our worthiness, but on his love. He offers his presence, guidance, and unwavering commitment to those who accept his invitation. In this friendship, God provides the security that every human heart craves. He is unchanging in a world full of change. While circumstances shift and people come and go, God remains constant. His promises are sure, his love is steadfast, and his commitment is unbreakable. When life feels like a storm and everything else seems to be shifting, friendship with God becomes the anchor that holds us steady. It is a relationship that reassures us we are never alone, no matter what we face. God's friendship is also deeply personal. He knows every detail about us, the thoughts we don't say aloud, the fears we try to hide, and the dreams we carry in secret. Despite knowing us fully, he loves us unconditionally. In his presence, there is no need for pretense or performance. We can come as we are, confident that we are accepted. This level of intimacy is unparalleled, creating a sense of belonging that no human relationship can fully replicate. Moreover, friendship with God brings clarity and purpose. As our Creator, he understands the blueprint of our lives better than we do. He knows the gifts, talents, and potential he has placed within us, and he reveals our purpose as we walk with him. His wisdom guides us in decisions, his word illuminates our path, and his spirit empowers us to live out our calling. Through this relationship, we not only discover who we are, but also who we were created to be. In God's friendship, we find strength for the journey. Life is filled with challenges, and even the strongest among us face moments of weariness and doubt. God, as a faithful friend, offers his strength in place of our weakness. He carries our burdens, renews our hope, and reminds us of his promises. He stands with us in every trial, assuring us that we are never fighting alone. His presence becomes a source of courage, enabling us to face difficulties with confidence and peace. This divine friendship also transforms how we view others. When we experience the love, grace, and faithfulness of God, it changes us. It fills us with a love that overflows into our relationships with those around us. His friendship teaches us patience, forgiveness, and compassion, equipping us to be better friends to others. The security we find in him allows us to give selflessly without fear of rejection or disappointment. God's friendship invites us into a relationship that is not just for ourselves, but also for others. He empowers us to be conduits of his love, encouraging and uplifting those around us. This friendship calls us to be his hands and feet in the world, extending kindness, mercy, and hope to those who need it most. It is a relationship that multiplies its blessings as we become vessels of his goodness in the lives of others. Perhaps the most profound aspect of this friendship is its eternal nature. While human relationships are bound by time, God's friendship transcends it. It is a bond that begins now and continues forever, offering a hope that extends beyond this life. This eternal perspective gives us peace and assurance, knowing that our relationship with him is unbreakable and enduring. In a world filled with uncertainty, God's friendship is the ultimate anchor. It offers the stability, love, and purpose that every heart desires. It reminds us that we are deeply known, unconditionally loved, and never alone. Through this divine friendship, we find not only the strength to navigate life's challenges, but also the joy of living in the fullness of His presence. It is the relationship that redefines every other relationship, grounding us in a love that is eternal and unshakable. In conclusion, friendship with God is the ultimate anchor, offering a depth of connection that no human relationship can fully replicate. It is a relationship rooted in love, trust, and faithfulness, providing unwavering security in an ever-changing world. Through this divine friendship, we find strength in our struggles, clarity in our purpose, and peace in our journey. It transforms not only our lives, but also our relationships with others, enabling us to extend the love and grace we have received. Most profoundly, this friendship is eternal, grounding us in a hope that transcends time. When we embrace this bond, we discover that we are never alone, forever held by the one who knows us fully and loves us unconditionally.